Good day, I'm Lorraine Mendez and this is your JIS News for Tuesday, January 21. The Statistical Institute of Jamaica Statin is reporting a 6.2% inflation rate for the 2019 calendar year. This follows an increase of 0.5% for the month of December and is recorded in Statin's Consumer Price Index, CPI. Director General Carol Coy says the main contributing factors for the December index were a 1.5% increase in housing, water, electricity, gas, and other fuels. She also indicates that there was a 0.5% increase in food and non-alcoholic beverages.
The movement for the division, housing, water, electricity, gas, and other fuels, was due mostly to higher rates for electricity, water, and sewage. The increase for the heaviest weighted division, food and non-alcoholic beverages, was mostly as a result of higher prices for vegetables, as reflected in the 0.7% increase in the index for the class vegetables and starchy foods, and a 0.5% increase in the index for meat.
Ms. Coy was speaking during Statin's quarterly briefing on Friday. The Director General says the inflation rate to date for the 2019-20 fiscal year is 5.5%. The Ministry of Health and Wellness is assuring the public that Jamaica has no case of a new strain of virus that's causing respiratory illness. In a release issued yesterday, the ministry said the virus, which was under investigation in Wuhan City, China, had been exported to Thailand and Japan. Acting Chief Medical Officer Dr. Karen Webster-Carr says Jamaica has a robust surveillance system already in place to detect emerging diseases. She says the Health Ministry has activated measures to prevent and contain the disease in the likelihood it reaches our shores. These include surveillance, early detection, and rapid isolation and treatment of all cases. Reports are that China has a cluster of pneumonia cases caused by a new strain of the coronavirus in Wuhan City, and officials have linked the viral infections to the seafood and wildlife market. The Chinese authorities are investigating whether any animals were infected with the virus. In the meantime, the Ministry of Health is advising travelers to the affected areas to take the necessary steps to prevent any introduction of the disease into Jamaica. These include avoiding close contact with people suffering from acute respiratory infections, as well as practicing good personal hygiene. Culture Minister Olivia Grange has dubbed as a success the one-day docking of the Marella Discovery 2 cruise ship in Port Royal. The minister says the ship's crew and passengers expressed satisfaction with the offerings and also that the visitors were in awe with the culture and history of the over 500-year-old city. Ms. Grange made the comment last night shortly before the cruise departed the island.
They could not believe what they uncovered coming here to Jamaica and coming to Port Royal.
Marella Discovery 2 arrived about 8 o'clock Monday morning with more than 2,000 passengers and crew on board. Minister Grange says a number of Port Royal residents were singing praises of the ship's stop at the port. She adds that the wider Kingston area also benefited as there were tours outside of Port Royal. Kingston and Port Royal is to receive one cruise ship every month up to May of this year. Meanwhile, Tourism Minister Edmund Bartlett says close to 100,000 tourists have visited the island within the first 2 weeks of January. This is a 4% increase compared to the same period last year.
We probably call this the high season. So the high season has started with a bang. December was very strong. It was one of the best Decembers we've ever had. And now January is going well. We're up some 4% now. But then that's the middle of the month.
Minister Bartlett was speaking on JIS's Get the Facts recording recently. He says the country is expected to clear 200,000 visitors by the end of this month, which will bring arrivals to a 5 to 6% increase. Approximately 44 pounds of ganja have been sold from a compound to the medicinal marijuana industry under the Alternative Development Project. The update came from Industry State Minister Floyd Green during a presentation to Parliament last Tuesday. Minister Green said throughout the year more emphasis will be placed on increasing the number of traditional growers participating in the program.
We've now developed some guidelines for Alternative Development Program, and what we'll be doing in 2020 is looking for more community groups of traditional growers, Rastafarian or not, that we will engage and provide the technical support for them to transition into the medicinal marijuana industry.
The Alternative Development Project was implemented as a strategy to transition traditional cannabis farmers into the regulated environment. The aim is to provide access to quality-controlled cannabis for medicinal purposes in keeping with government policy. The program is also being used to promote sustainable economic development and poverty reduction. And finally, 5 young Jamaican filmmakers have been awarded 1-year membership with the Jamaican Film and Television Association Jephta for outstanding performance in the European Union short film competition. The 5 youngsters were chosen from a group of 22 finalists who submitted 3 to 5-minute short films depicting the theme or environment, a heritage to be protected. For Best Film, Darren Douglas received an all-expense-paid trip to Germany to pursue a short course at the Met Film School in Berlin in March. Daniel Mullings received an iPad Pro for the Best Storytelling Award, Kemaine Booth a professional camera for the Best Videography, and Latanya Martin a MacBook Pro for the Best Editing. Meanwhile, Javar McLean will receive film training from Jamaican company Frame of Reference Post-Production for Most Passionate Film.
I'm truly happy to be here because the objective of this program goes right to the heart of what my ministry is about and what needs to happen in Jamaica if we're going to achieve our goal of sustainable prosperity for all our people.
The competition was therefore as much an opportunity to identify the fantastic talent in Jamaica, as much as about building production skills and networking for professional development, but it was also about empowering the contestants to advocate for the change that you want to see.
The EU short film competition was first launched in September 2019 and targeted young amateur Jamaican filmmakers 18 to 25 years of age. And that's it for JIS News today. I'm Lorraine Mendez. Thanks for watching.